Hi everybody, it's Anne here from Positively Papercraft, and I'm back again with another video. Now today it's just sort of, I don't know, a few little simple ways that we can get a little bit more out of sentiment or word dies. So I've got a few things I wanted to share with you. So the first thing is I've got a card. Now I'll put all the sizes on my blog, and what I've done is I've cut the front of it, and then the bit that I've cut away I've cut down even further, so there would be a gap in the card. And then I've cut a piece of acetate which is going to attach like this, so it's going to make it a card again, you know, because obviously it's not going to stand up like that, is it? So as I said, I'll have the sizes on my blog, and what I've got is these sort of swirly dies here, and I've gone for congratulations. Now I've got these on my website, and I've got a really good sale on today as well, so I'll put the link if you want to go and check it out. And what I've done is I've cut them out, but I put double-sided adhesive on first, so I'm not messing around with glue because they're quite sort of dainty little dies. And what I'm going to do is just sort of stick them all down on the top part first. Now I think I would probably get 3 of these on there like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that first. So I've got them stuck down, and then what I'm going to do is just flip it over and cut these little overhangs off. Okay, so I'm now going to take my piece of acetate and I'm going to glue it in the inside, so it will go like this, and then the bottom piece will go like that. So we need to make sure that we're not gluing it too far up. You can use tape or glue, so I'm just going to put a bit of glue on there, and then I'm going to glue that on there. Okay, and then try and get it straight, that is. And then that is going to go on there. So we've got just a small little sort of, you know, clear gap. So I'm going to put a bit of glue just on the edge of the acetate. And make sure this, you know, goes to the bottom of the card, and that is going to go on there. And when you turn it over, we're going to stick some bits in there to hide that. So I've cut some pieces which I should have cut that a little bit longer actually, but it's okay. Like I say, I'll put the right sizes on my blog. It's just to hide the acetate inside, that's all. So you have that now. And then I've got another congratulations, but this time I cut it in gold. That is going to go over there, so it's going to sort of look like it's kind of floating. So I think you get the picture, but you know, you could do this with whatever sort of sentiment or word dies that you've got already. And again, I'm going to snip off the little overhangs. But as I said, you could do this really with sort of any dies that you've got, but particularly when it stands up, I think it just looks really effective. That's so nice. And then you could just, you know, maybe put a couple of little embellishments on. There you go, there's a little idea for you to try. So I quite like that actually. So I've got another one. Alright, this other one, I've got another card base here, and then I've just got a piece of black card. And what I've took is all of these little words which all say happy, and I've cut them out of black card, and again I've used double-sided adhesive. I've used this set here, happy. Yeah, I've used happy. So I have this on my site as well. You get loads of little like sentiments, but you get, it's like a double one, so you can cut it out and have like a colour behind it or whatever. But for this I'm just using the sort of top part of the word. And then I'm going to sort of create a background with it, so you can have them however you want, but I'm just going to sort of stick them down, and then any little bits that are hanging over I will just trim off. And I think I'm probably just going to go for a sort of diagonal look. I think you get what I mean. I'm just going to keep going and sticking these sort of all along until I'm finished. So I'll do that and I'll be back. Okay, so I have stuck all of them down and I think that looks really effective. I mean, you could do it, as I said, with whatever dies you've got and any colours, but it just gives a sort of really nice embossed look. So I'm going to pop this on to my white card base. Okay, and then all I've done, again just really simple, is I've cut out a happy birthday, but I've cut it about 3 times and I've glued it together so it's quite thick. I've cut one out of white as well because I'm gonna sort of create a drop shadow, which I think will look a bit more effective. So I'm gonna put some glue on there. And I'm just gonna, as I said, just create a bit of a sort of drop shadow effect here. There we go. And then I think I'm just gonna pop this down in the bottom right hand corner. But I think it's just another way to use sort of sentiment word dies. But I definitely like that effect. It looks really, really nice. And then I'm just going to pop that on there. I mean, it'll take a little bit longer to glue because you've got the words underneath, but you could actually just use foam tape if you wanted to. That's really effective. So we've got them two there, and I've got one more. Okay, this time this is really simple, but I think it's very effective. I've got those swirly sort of dies again, these ones here, and I've chose hello. So I've got a piece of card and I've got a piece of pattern paper, which is just a little bit smaller. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this die from this card, but I'm not just going to cut it like that. I'm sort of going to cut it on a bit of an angle, I think. Yeah, I'm going to cut it like this. Okay, so you can tape it down if you want. So yeah, I'm just going to cut it sort of about halfway, but on an angle. And I'm going to run this through my BIGSHOT. Just take the tape off. Now, I don't want the hello that's come from here. It's in the die cutting machine. There it is there. You can keep that for another time. What I'm going to do is discard this bottom piece, and I'm going to take the card and it's going to get glued on to the top. But then what I did was I cut out the hello from glitter card, but again I did it with double-sided adhesive. The backends come off, so it's already sticky, and I'm just keeping it on my little adhesive backend piece. And then I'm going to pop this down, and this is so simple but so effective. So I'm going to pop this here. I mean, you could experiment with obviously different types of paper, different angles, whatever you want. So I'm just sticking that down flat, and then I'm going to take the hello and I'm going to match it back in to where it would have come out from. That's why it's much easier to use double-sided adhesive, because then, you know, you're not messing about. And already that just looks so pretty. And then if you take scissors, you can trim off so it sort of is the same length as your paper. Same with this one, just snip a little bit off there. And then all I'm going to do for this is just get a couple of different colour oopsie. I also have loads of these on my website as well. Put a yellow. Isn't that just so simple but so effective? I love that one. I think that's my favourite. There's the see-through one, and there's the one creating your sort of own embossing folder type effect. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's given you some, you know, ideas, different ways you can use sentiment dies. Absolutely beautiful. But I will show you, hang on, I've got, if you go on my website, ppcrafts.net, there's the little 3 lines there that will give you all the menu. So, you know, contact shop, embellishment sale, and then it'll bring you on to the sale. So I've got, you know, really loads on sale, and that just takes you back to the top. But yeah, I'll put the link underneath the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll have all these on my blog as well. So take care and bye for now.